compartilhar. Ah, mas não ainda, que ela está compartilhando. Ela tem que tirar para a gente colocar. Joga a próxima dela.
Okay, we are back with the Brazilian Week CCBC Online Festival, a digital event organized by the Chamber of Commerce Brasil-Canada in partnership with the Brazilian Embassy with the sponsorship of Air Canada. In this session, I left my home and came to visit the chef Mariana Valentini in her restaurant Brodo. So, hello Mariana, we are very happy to have you with us here today.
Thank you so much, Paulo, the pleasure is all mine. Thanks for calling me again. You know, I have a very large piece of my heart in Canada.
Yes, thank you very much, and I'm so glad that you can share with us some of your techniques and your recipes to show some Brazilian ingredients to our audience.
Thank you so much, it's a pleasure, and I hope you like the recipes, they are tasting very good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Paulo, it's a pleasure to be here again. As last year we have been to Montreal and Toronto, I have a great time there cooking and I made a lot of friends. And it was a pleasure to go there and show some nice Brazilian products we have here. And the restaurant we cooked in Toronto and the restaurant we cooked in Montreal, it was very nice being there. And now I am here again to make a tour for you with some very nice Brazilian products we have here, some of my favorite ones. I was raised in a pork farm, and today I'm going to prepare some recipes with pork and some other ingredients. I'm going to tell you more about it. Just to start, last year Brazil has produced almost 4 million tons of pork, and 20% of there was exported to more than 70 countries. Here we have some pork cheek, one of my favorite parts. I'm going to season them with salt and pepper. And then I'm going to golden them and then cook with some cachaça. It's very, cachaça you can drink, make a lot of drinks, or you can cook with it. I'm going to heat our pan. Here I have already seasoned with salt, and I'm going to put some black pepper and some flour. One side, I'm going to turn them and put some flour on the other side too. Later on, we are going to make a very nice rib marinated in acai and some rice with the ribs, also some tapioca. A lot of nice things are going to work from now on. Here I'm going to put some olive oil and I'm going to golden our pork cheeks from both sides. Here. And then after we are going to put some cachaça to soften all the flavors from the pan. And then we are going to cook this cheek in broth, in meat broth. And then after that we are going to put some vegetables. I have here some zucchini and some carrots. And then this flour is going to make the sauce a little thick. It's going to be very nice. Here I'm used to serve it with some mashed potatoes, some mashed sweet potatoes. They go very well with pork too. And here as we golden it, it's going to start golden from one side. I'm going to turn them and let them go from the other side too. Now they are super golden. I'm going to put some onions and garlic here. It's a very traditional seasoning here in Brazil. We put onion and garlic in almost everything. Some fresh garlic also. I'm going to golden a little bit them with the meat, the pork cheeks, and I'm going to put now the cachaça and make some fire. Every cook loves to make some fire. So they are almost light golden. And now it's very important to take your eyebrows away from the pan. I'm going to take the pan away from the fire, put the cachaça, let them heat a little bit, and now put some fire. It's very nice to cook with the cachaça because it gives a very Brazilian flavor, but it's not very strong. And all the alcohol, they evaporate, they go away, and it's the taste that stays here. It's very, very nice. I'm sure you're going to love it. So now I'm going to put some meat broth here. I'm going to lower the heat and I'm going to let them cook for 50 minutes or 1 hour, turning them sometimes as they are getting very soft and very tender. Okay? After that, in the end of that, I'm going to put some vegetables to give them some color and some textures also. And I'm going just to change the fire here, so I'm going to show you another preparation. Okay, let them turn this off. Now I'm going to talk about a very nice product I have made here some time ago, a plant-based butter. It's made 80% of babaçu oil from the Amazon, and it's very, the taste is very soft. And the texture is very soft too. You can use also to put in the bread. Here we love bread and butter for breakfast. Or you can use them to make cakes, to bake some tomatoes. We are going to make some cherry tomatoes confit. And it's very easy to use it. Wherever you used to put the butter, you're going to put this vegan butter. It's very nice one. Here I'm going to put some cherry tomatoes, some butter, and some rosemary, fresh rosemary from our garden here at the restaurant. Look, the texture is the same as a traditional butter. It's very healthy, very Brazilian, and very easy to work with it. I'm going to put here in the same pan, I'm going to put some salt. Where's my salt here? Some black pepper, and I'm going to bake it. The fat of the babaçu oil is going to let the cherry tomatoes very tender, and it's going to be very golden with a very sweet taste. It's like almost like a sun-dried tomato, but fresh one. Here in the restaurant, we put it over the salads, and it's very nice. Everyone loves it. Here I'm going to bake for like 20 minutes in the oven. And they are going to get like this. Here I have the ready one. This one you can put in a jar and give to someone as a gift, or you can use in your traditional preparation. And nowadays a lot of people ask me for vegan preparations here at the restaurant, so it's easy and I let them very happy. So now I'm going to make a rice. A white rice is inside every Brazilian house. We eat rice with almost everything, with feijoada, with beans, and we have a very big production of rice too, and a very high quality rice here. So I'm going to turn on the heat again, and I'm going to start heating this pan. And we make rice here, putting some garlic or onion or both. I'm going to put some olive oil, the onion, another here, and I'm going to let them almost golden. I'm going to still let them very light because I want the rice to be very white. So if I golden this onion a lot, it's give a very nice flavor, but the rice stays a little golden too. It's a very nice, but other kind of preparation. And now I'm going to put the rice. When the onion starts to soft a little bit, I'm going to put the rice and fry a little bit. When you fry the rice, you put some oil around it and it doesn't stick. It stays very, very soft. Okay? And it's easy to make rice because you put 1 part of the rice, like 1 cup of the rice, and let me fry a little bit. And then you're going to add 2 cups of water. So it's 1 part of rice and 2 parts of water. And then you low down the heat and let them cook, and in like 10 minutes it's ready. Just a little bit more. How is our cheeks going around here? Okay, I'm going to turn them around. Okay. And here they are going to cook in this cachaça tasteful broth. Okay, so here in the rice I have put 1 cup of rice, and I'm going to put 2 cups of water. It can be cold water or hot water. The hot water, it goes faster. It's going to make a little noise. Okay, so now I'm going to turn down this heat. Let me put some salt. Okay, I'm going to low down this heat, and in some minutes I'm going to talk about it a little more, and we are going to add some pork ribs and leek here. It's going to be very colorful. Okay, let me turn on this one here. Okay, so now one of our passions here is tapioca. Tapioca is made of manioc. Tapioca is a kind of manioc flour, And we always say here that it's a kind of magic, because we put the flour on the pan, on a frying pan, and then the heat, it sticks, every part of the flour, it sticks and became like a pancake or something. I'm going to show you about it. So here I have the manioc flour, here we call it tapioca. Here, let me turn on again. Okay, yes. And they are going to stick. Oh, you can see it's very soft here. Okay, I'm going to use the spatula to make it the same in every part. I'm going to cover the frying pan with it. Let me put just some more. And the heat is going to stick everything together. One of our favorite parts here, the favorite combinations here with tapioca, is made with tapioca filled with cheese. But today I want to put some pork ribs here also. That it's my next preparation. So here I have the ribs, and here I have some cheese, some mozzarella cheese. So I'm going to put here in half of the tapioca. Just a little bit more. And our ribs. Okay, and now I want to show you what I'm talking about. Let me put just a little more, it's too thin here. Let us wait for some seconds. And I'm going to fold them here, and the filling is going to be very melting, and the tapioca is going to protect the filling. Here we eat tapioca for breakfast or for a snack. Here we are almost dry. I'm going to put some more broth. This is our pork cheek. Okay, and let me turn down the heat. All right then. Okay, so now I'm going to fold this tapioca. Can you see? Look, the heat sticks the tapioca flour together. And then I'm going to press a little bit. I'm going to turn it just to fry the other side. And this you can think in a lot of combinations to put inside the tapioca. There's sweet tapioca of guava sweet and cheese. You can put some sweet of milk, doce de leite, tapioca. We eat doce de leite with cheese here, just mouth-watering. And a lot of combinations that you can put it inside the tapioca. It is so Brazilian. So here it's ready. I'm going to take a plate, put here, and just decorate it with our basil and some mint. It's a very nice tradition here in Brazil because it's only the flour. We don't put the olive oil, we don't put egg, and the magic of the thing is that only the flour sticks together. So you can put it inside everything you like, and just like a cheese for breakfast or some meat to a meal, and etc. Here we eat it as a meal, as breakfast, or as a snack in the middle of the afternoon. Okay. Next, acai. Acai is one of the most powerful fruits here in Brazil. It's our favorite berry. So it's very easy for us, it's very common for us to drink as a juice, to eat as a sorbet, to eat like a snack with cereal, with fruits, with banana and granola, for example. And now I'm going to show you that you can put it also in a marinade. Here I have some pork ribs, and I'm going to cover it with an acai marinade. And I'm going to let them for some hours. I have one ready here to show you. And here I'm going to make the marinade. So first of all, I'm going to put some acai here. This is acai sorbet, the same one I eat with granola. And this kind of meat, as pork and some strong meats, it's very nice to the combination with some sweet flavors. So I'm sure you would love to taste it, the acai with that. So here I put some acai, fresh herbs. I'm going to put onion here. This is white onion, you can use red onion. And I'm going to put some garlic. I also like to put in the marinade some drink. Here I'm going to put beer. You can also put some white wine. And I'm going to mix everything together. Here you can use a mixer, or as the onion is very small, I'm just going to mix them and put over the pork ribs. Okay. Let me put some salt also. Like 1 tablespoon of salt. And here is our pork ribs. Okay, I'm going to cover it with the marinade and let it rest. This one I'm going to cover. This goes to the fridge, and then some hours later or the day after, I'm going to bake them, wrap it in foil, in aluminum foil, so they bake very well in the vapor. Okay? But here I'm going to show you one already baked. Okay, let me organize things here. Just put the cachaça away, the beer away, and my ingredients here. This one is done. The tapioca here so you can look for it. And then I'm going to show you the ready one, the one who already baked. I have it here. And then back to the ribs. I'm going to unwrap it, and then I'm going to put some Brazilian honey here. We have some very nice native Brazilian bees that produce a very tasteful honey, and I'm going to unwrap it. Here it's a kind of purple, and I'm going to put some honey and bake like for 5 minutes again, just to let them very shiny on top of it. So here is our honey. One of my favorite honeys here in Brazil is Acai honey. It's a very taste. I have taken Brazilian, the Acai honey to Canada last year to put with our ingredients we took there, and they are very, very soft. It tastes like some very soft flour or something like that. So here it's going to go back to the oven for 5 minutes. Here, just a little bit. Okay, and it's purple because of the acai, and inside it's very, very soft. It's mouth-watering. Okay, let me open the oven again. Okay, let me check our rice. Let me get a fork here. Okay, found you. And the rice is ready. When all the water is dry, when you can see no water, here I just put the fork inside of it, and there is no water. So I turn down the heat and cover it, and I let some minutes just to rest here. So now, to see if it's ready, I just look inside and see if there's no water anymore. And it's important to turn off the heat and let it rest a little bit. While it's resting, I'm going to put my vegetables in here in our pork cheek. It's important to put the vegetables at the end, because if not, they are going to be so soft, and it's good to taste it, the texture to be just a little bit crunchy. So let me mix them. I can also put some herbs here if you like the taste of the herbs. Mix a little bit. And here in 5 minutes, it's ready. You can see it's very soft. If you press here, it's very soft. I'm going to turn them again. And then I'm going to go back to our rice. Here, I have some ribs, the same ribs we have already done here. And here the ribs are sauteed with leek and fresh tomato cubes and some herbs. So the easiest way is just you mix with the rice here. And then you can push the rice a little bit, mix the rice a little bit so it gets very soft. And I'm going to put the ribs again. It's another preparation with meat. And it's very, very, very nice, like one dish meal. Can you hear the cheese boiling? It's very, very, very nice. The smelling there, smelling so good. Okay, so here I have. I'm going to put the rice over here. Rice is a very traditional preparation of all Brazilian houses. Okay, some extra olive oil. It goes very well with everything. And I'm going to put some rosemary on top of it. Okay, here is our one dish meal made with Brazilian white rice and the pork ribs. Okay, the acai marinated pork ribs. Okay, let's check how the ribs are, if they are shining already. Let me take this one here, get my gloves. And get them. Okay. Now they are ready. It's over you. And I'm going to cut them so you can see inside of it. It's very, very, very soft. The bone is already getting out of the meat. Okay, let me get another plate to show you how this is our acai marinated pork ribs. Okay, some fresh herbs over here too. Can you see? Let me get you. It's very, very, very tender. Very tender and very tasteful. Okay? Next one, our cheeks. Let me see how are they for them. Okay. The sauce is very right. The texture of the sauce is excellent. That flour we put at first in it, it's already thickening the sauce. And the vegetables are still crunchy. So that is the way I like to serve the pork cheeks. Let me get a plate over here. These cheeks we can serve here with pumpkin puree or some other vegetables or some polenta in like an Italian style pork cheeks. Let me get a spoon to get some of the vegetables and to put on top of it. Can you smell them? I wish you could. Here are them. Okay, let me put here. Have going to put all the plates here so you can keep looking at them. You see? Okay. Now that we have the tapioca ready, we have our pork cheek ready, we have the ribs marinated in acai, we have the rice ready, and we have the tomato confit in plant basil butter. I'm going to end this meal in a very traditional way, coffee. We are very proud that we are the biggest producer in the whole world, and we have the Brazilian Specialty Coffee Association that guarantees the quality of the coffee. So we start the day drinking coffee, we drink coffee after our meal, and we end the day drinking coffee too. So here I have some Brazilian coffee. They are almost ready, and while it gets ready, I'm going to show you the most traditional way we serve the acai here. This is the acai, and I'm going to serve it with fruits and cereals and granola. So I put some spoons of the acai here, another one, and another one. Here we eat acai in the dessert, in healthy snacks in the middle of the afternoon, and that's how we serve it. Here we put some star fruits or carambola in Portuguese. Oops. And some acerola, another very nice Brazilian fruit. Here I have some kiwi and some granola on top of it. So here, let me put some mint, fresh mint, and here is our very traditional dessert and healthy snack. Okay? So let me see, right on time. I am a very coffee addicted, so this is how we end our meals here and the start of everything. I wish you could share this with me. I hope to see you again very soon, and take care. Bye-bye. So that's it, everyone. I hope I have inspired you in some Brazilian ingredients and some Brazilian preparations. I have shown you just some of them, but we have a lot of nice ingredients and very interesting products here, and I'm sure you're going to like it. So try to look in your groceries and markets for some Brazilian flavors, and I'm sure you're going to love them as I do. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. So Paulo, thank you so much. How did you like the recipes?
Well, I'll let you know after we after we taste everything. I think I'm very lucky because after the show we're gonna sit down and have a very nice meal, trying every dish and tasting every flavor.
Thank you so much. I'm very proud of our products here. I think Brazil is very rich in ingredients and in culture, and there's a lot of things for the Canadians to explore here, as my grandma did.
Yes, that's true. And it's also very important to point out that every year the Chamber of Commerce Brasil-Canadá prepares missions taking different producers from Brazil to Canada for trade shows and tasting sessions.
Yeah.
So we hope Canadians have the chance to taste more and more Brazilian products.
Thank you so much. Last year it was very interesting to go there and take our products, and I'm looking forward to do it again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Cheers with a nice Brazilian wine. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Again, hello, everyone.
Hi there.
Oops. Okay. I'm very happy to start now the second half of our program. Once more, welcome to the Brazilian Week CCBC Online Festival. Now talking about Brazilian flavors. We're very lucky to count with the participation of the chef Mariana Valentini with us. We have recorded the first part of the program in Mariana's restaurant in São Paulo. And now I'm happy to be here again with Mariana to start a conversation about Brazilian ingredients, Brazilian flavors, and Brazilian cooking. First of all, I would like to mention that this project is organized by the Chamber of Commerce Brasil-Canadá with the support of the Brazilian Embassy in Ottawa, the Brazilian consulates in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver, and the master sponsorship of Air Canada. We also have important sponsors and partners specific for this session. I'd like to mention Concepta, Jusai, Brazilian Association of Animal Proteins, Brazilian Rice, and Brazilian Specialty Coffee Association. So once more, hello, Mariana, welcome.
Thank you so much, Paulo. It's always a pleasure to talk about our products and show our very rich gastronomy to Canada.
Okay, excellent. Last year, we were fortunate also to take Mariana to Canada. The Chamber organized a trade mission related to food and beverage, and at the same time as the CIAO trade show, we organized a Brazilian gastronomic week in Toronto and in Montreal, where she cooked and presented Brazilian products in a restaurant in Montreal and in another restaurant in Toronto. So Mariana, maybe you can share with us how was this experience and what kind of dishes you were doing and what were the impressions of the Canadians?
Well, I think it couldn't have been better. And I was always fond of Canada because, you know, my grandmother was Canadian. And it was very nice to go there and show everything. They were very interested and very excited in all the manioc products like tapioca and all the textures we have here. And they knew they had heard about some of them, and they were very happy to, I was very well welcomed there, and they were very happy to know some of them, and the clients of the restaurant, because the menu that was the first dinner we have, and the menu stayed on at the restaurant for like 10 days, and I was cooking there with them all of the 10 days. And I have talked to some clients of the restaurant, and they were very interested. They could choose at that time about the regular menu of the restaurant or the Brazilian special menu. And I went to the table of all the clients who had chosen the Brazilian menu, and we have talked a little bit, and there was some Brazilians there, and there was a lot of there were a lot of Canadians there who had chosen the menu, and they were very happy with the ingredients and very curious about it.
Okay, excellent. That's an interesting strategy that we're being using. Instead of just going to trade shows and displaying the products, I think it's nicer that Canadians have the chance to taste it and to see how the combinations are done, and then imagine themselves eating that particular product at home or in a restaurant.
That was my plan, to introduce the Brazilian ingredients inside the Canadian routine, inside the houses and inside the restaurants. I didn't want to go there and make some very special, exotic dish. I wanted to show the Canadians that the Brazilian products could easily be introduced in their routine, and I was very proud to see the result of our work. And it was very easy to create the recipes with all the wonderful ingredients you gave me to work with. So I'm looking forward to do it again.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting because we did that last year, and we're going to do that in 2021, hoping that the pandemic will be controlled. But the way we organize that is that the same products that we're taking in the trade mission and taking to the fair, the trade show, are the ones that are displayed in the menu in the restaurant. So you can see them in the trade show, but you can taste them in a restaurant.
Yeah,
so it's a very interesting opportunity. And I wanted, Mariana, if you can mention some of the particularities of some of our ingredients. Some of them are already in the Canadian market, like the acai.
Yeah, the acai is in Canadian market. It's one of the most antioxidant antioxidant fruits in the whole world.
So superfruit.
Superfruit,
yes.
And much more antioxidant than the blueberry, for example. And they are already in the Canadian market. Acai is already in the Canadian market. It's a very sustainable product. It's produced by small communities from the Atlantic forest. And this, the Acai is like saving these small communities. There are very small families there inside the forests, and it's a good way to preserve the forest with the production of the Acai. And it's already in Canada.
Keep the local communities
keep
there.
The local communities safe there.
Right.
And they are already in Canada. And they are, the Acai sorbet is there. You can make the ribs, marinate the ribs. You can eat them as a sorbet, and they are already producing a snack bar with them. So it's a very healthy product. It's a very easy to use product. You can use like snack or a season, or you can reduce and make like a caramel of acai and use this reduction, the caramel, inside a lot of recipes and making with cream cheese and make like a snack or butter or something.
Right. I think the same concept of promoting the local, single origin, small local communities and bringing them something sustainable to do, respecting the forest and so on, is also, we can also see that same concept in Concepta's product, the vegan butter.
Yeah, the vegan butter is wonderful because it looks like butter and the texture to work is butter. When I received the products, I put all my cooks together there in the restaurant. They couldn't believe it was not real butter. So you can put in the bread. Here we a lot of bread with butter for breakfast, so you can put it in the bread. Or you can use, as the recipe I showed, to make a confit or something. Confit, something baked in fat. So you can make a vegan confit with this butter, and it's like 80% of babaçu oil that gives the texture, and in the mouth it has a very pleasant sensation in the mouth.
Great, excellent. Then we can talk about rice. Brazil is a rice country, even though we're not Asians, but rice is...
Yeah. We are not Asian, but we are the second producer and the second consumer, yes, after Asia. Here, every Brazilian grew up eating rice and beans, and we have a lot of rice recipes here, and rice is in every Brazilian house here. And I think it's a very good ingredient because it's very easy to combine it with a lot of different ingredients. You can make a rice look oriental, you can make a rice look Brazilian, you can make a vegan recipe with rice, you can make a ribs recipe with rice. So it's a very easy to work product, and our rice has a very high quality.
Excellent. And then when we think about Brazil, we also think about barbecue.
Yeah.
And the meat is also something special. When tourists come to Brazil, they have to stop by a barbecue place,
Yeah.
or eat feijoada, that is a pork-based dish.
Mhm.
So what can you tell us about Brazilian meat?
I'm a very fond of pork here. My father produced pork for many years, and I'm used to eat pork since I was very young, since I wasn't a chef. And pork is a very easy to work also ingredient. And I wanted to show in the video that we have some more different recipes, like the pork cheek braised in cachaça, and we can make like a barbecue. The pork cheek has to be braised to make it like tender, soft. It's very nice to. You have eaten it.
Yes,
in the day.
I can confirm it's really very tasteful. It's so tender, so sweet, so good. Yes.
And we also, one of my favorite parts also is like the ribs. We have marinated in the acai sorbet, and after that I have baked it for like 1 hour. And you talked about barbecue, we can bake it in the oven or in the grill, the barbecue grill.
Or even the fire.
In the fire. It has to be a low heat because you need like 1 or 2 hours there baking to get the bone very clean from the meat. It's when you discover the meat, it's in the best way. It's very soft. It's when you pull the bone and it's very clean. So it's very tasteful. So.
Right. Well, another symbol of Brazil is coffee, as we say. CCBC has already organized 6 coffee missions to Canada. We usually bring coffee producers from single origin regions with very particular coffees from different terroirs, with different microclimates and special tastes, very high quality coffee. And more we can see that Brazilian coffee is being discovered in Canada, even though about 1/4 of the imported coffee from Canada comes from Brazil. The high quality coffee, the single origin, very special coffee is still being discovered by Canadians. And we are working together with the Brazilian Specialty Coffee Association to find ways to promote Brazilian coffee more and more into Canada. So every year we bring different producers and we organize tasting sessions. They're called cupping sessions, where they would evaluate technically the coffees that are being offered. And we're very happy to say that more and more Brazilian producers are exporting to the Canadian market.
Yes.
And
I'm very happy I'm very happy with our coffee because I'm a very coffee lover and I drink coffee a lot of times a day. And it's very well known that our coffee is one of the best coffees in the world, and it's guaranteed by the Brazilian Specialty Coffee Association. So I am sure the Canadians can already find our coffee there and can drink all the different coffees from the different parts of Brazil. We have, in each part of Brazil, we produce a different coffee, a different taste.
Yeah. One thing that we can see that is raising interest in Canada and the Canadian market is the search for very specific products in terms of being healthy or organic or free from or responsibly or sustainable, responsibly socially produced. And we have lots of good examples of Brazilian products that can be offered to the Canadian market. We have some very unique products from Brazil, like cachaça. Here at the festival, we had a session specifically about cachaça. That is the national spirit from Brazil, made from sugarcane. And besides the cachaça that you can use to make drinks like caipirinhas, that lots of tourists know when they come to Brazil, we have aged cachaça that is a more, how can I say, refined product. And more we have small companies, family-owned companies organizing their own unique types of cachaça, just like the ones with the coffee, with cacao, and so on. So maybe we can share some comments also about cachaça and chocolate and cacao.
Yeah, I have I don't think you know about it. On the first restaurant in Toronto, we had our sommelier recommending some wines there, and the chef called me, and she was in love with the cachaça, and she had the cachaça there, the aged cachaça there, and she was like putting me to taste the cachaça there. She was very, very in love with it. And I like also to drink the cachaça with some fruits. That's what we call the caipirinha here, smashed fruits with the cachaça. And also to cook with cachaça, because the alcohol goes away and it gives the food and the preparation a very unique flavor of like the braised chick that we have done.
Yes, and now that you mentioned also about the fruit cocktails, like the caipirinhas, this is actually one of my favorite fresh drinks, because the recipe is quite simple if you want to share it.
You cut one lemon, and
that would be the classic.
The classic.
The classic.
You like this classic
I like
one.
the classic.
That once you went to the restaurant, you had drink the classic one, and I like like a different ones, like a siriguela. We have a very special fruit here called it siriguela. Also, I like siriguela caipirinha. And you put the fruits inside a glass, like an old-fashioned glass.
With the classic.
The
first,
classic.
please.
Like to start with. No, the ways of doing is the same.
You just change the fruit.
You just change the fruit and the cachaça. You can use a fresh cachaça or an aged one. So you cut the fruit in pieces, in large pieces, and put in an old-fashioned. That's the name of the traditional caipirinha glass. You put in an old-fashioned glass and put some sugar in it, smash it, and then you put some caipirinha and drink a little bit with a spoon or with a stick, and it's ready.
Okay. Yeah, I like it shaken.
Yeah, shaken the cocktail.
But it's great.
Okay, and also if you can mix more than one type of fruit, and you could put like lemon. You like lemon and pineapple. It's very nice. Or you can put pineapple with lemongrass, the herb, and it's very nice if you mix them some flavors together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Excellent. What was that? We got some comments. Just a second.
Hi, Pedro. Thank you.
We got a message from the Brazilian ambassador in Canada, Pedro Borio, who is also following the session. So first of all, I would like to thank the presence of the ambassador. It's very nice that you are here with us now. So I got.
And I thank you a lot. I am very happy to see that you like the presentation and were mouth watered with with the recipes.
He's asking if the chef is gonna come back to Canada one day. And yes, in fact, we have already agreed to take Chef Mariana back to Canada next year. So, of course, it depends on other circumstances. That is how the pandemic will respond to the environment. I mean, how the environment will respond to the pandemic. But if things are controlled, the idea is that we'll bring her back with us to Canada for to organize the Brazilian Gastronomic Week there in Canada, showcasing different products and in different restaurants in different Canadian cities. And maybe, why not, we could organize a stopover in Ottawa and have a special dinner there as the ambassador just invited us.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'll be very happy to go there and very honored to go there.
Just a second. Let me just check with time. Like Nestel. Já acabou? So I'm afraid the conversation was so nice that time flies. And well, just wanted to comment a few things. Lots of other ingredients. Maybe Mariana can tell us some other things that we want to bring next year to Canada as well.
I would be very happy to take the tapioca also, because I have shown the chef of the restaurant in Toronto tapioca, and he was very surprised with the magic that everything's sticking together with this Brazilian pancake.
Yes. So tapioca, then we have pão de queijo.
Some fishes.
Yeah, we got regional fishes from Brazil that they are very tasteful. Regional products from the Amazon. As we mentioned, cacao. We bring Brazilian chocolate as well, and lots of other products. So we'll probably be doing this kind of conversation in the near future, even before we go back to Canada. And we'll start maybe a series of programs with Chef Mariana to talk about different Brazilian products that might interest the Canadian market. And who knows, maybe next year, Canadians might have the chance to taste Mariana's own recipes in one of the Canadian restaurants that will host her during next Brazilian Gastronomic Week.
I hope so. I would be very happy to go there again. It's always a pleasure.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Mariana. You're a dear friend, and it's a very and a great chef. And I'd like to thank everyone else who was participating here with us. And as you've noticed, this was just an informal conversation among friends, and we do it in an informal way, just to promote something that is that everybody likes, that is good foods, good flavors, good taste. So I'd like to, with those words, close this session, reminding everyone that tomorrow is still the last day of the Brazilian Week CCBC Online Festival. We still have 5 more webinars from talking about different aspects about Brazil. And we will end the program tomorrow with Brazilian music made by Brazilian musicians living in Montreal. So it's going to be a music session, music soirée musicale tomorrow. And I hope to see you, everyone there with us on the closing of the festival. Thank you very much. Merci. Au revoir.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.